We are seeing the Dow Jones Industrial Average resuming to move higher, but if you consider the larger picture, the gains have been not muted in last couple of sessions, and after the release of non-farm payroll data, we are seeing bump on the higher side. But I think, given the overbought territory in which the Dow has been consolidating for the last couple of days, I think we will have to be a bit cautious. And even though the trajectory is still favorable for the buy trades, we will have to see what are the optimum levels to look for the new entry. So we will be looking at the technical aspects of the Dow, and along with that, we will also be considering the USDJPY. If you consider the data of it for the day, earlier in the day, we got the Euro area's retail sales number for the month of April, and compared to what we saw in the month of March, the retail sales are lower by 3.1% in the month of April in terms of month on month. So the peak reached in March is not being overtaken, and I think we will have to see it in perspective after the initial spurt. Some tapering is kind of expected. But if we look at the same numbers from year on year point of view, then the growth is quite robust at more than 20 percentage points. So we are here looking at a economic recovery happening, and that is likely to continue for the foreseeable future. Moving on to the North American trading station data, we got the employment numbers for the US as well as Canada. If you consider the US figures, we are seeing job additions of 559,000, which is lower than the expectations of 650,000, but still quite good enough. But I think one thing which we will have to take note of is that not many people are actively seeking the jobs, and the labor participation rate is still lower at around 61.6%. And some of the factors which might be contributing to this is stimulus checks, which have been providing the people support in these economic hardship times of economic hardship, and as a result of that, I think people are taking it easy. But moving forward, we can expect more and more people to get involved in the active search of jobs, and that is likely to push the labor participation rate higher. And unemployment rate for the month of May is now lower at 5.8%, so that's a positive development. For the Canada, we saw the job losses of around 68,000, and here the expectations were of a lot more job losses of more than 200,000. So at least on that count, there is a better reading, and for the Canada, the labor participation rate is also on the higher side at 64.6. Now let's shift our focus to the technical segment. First, we will consider the outlook for Dow Jones Industrial Average. Then we will also see what's happening in the currency space. The USDJPY nosedived after the release of non-farm payroll data, and that is likely to change its trajectory for next couple of days. So we will be looking at the unfolding picture there. Let's start with the Dow Jones Industrial Average technical outlook. This is the daily time frame chart, and here for the Dow Jones, the gains have been incremental, but the trajectory has remained unchanged, and it has continued to climb. In yesterday's session, it did dip on the lower side, but even on the lower side, it found some support and has reversed the course, and it has made up of the lost ground. And in today's session, after the release of non-farm payroll data, it is again inching higher, and I think slowly and steadily it might go on to climb towards the all-time high established in the first week of May. So that probability is still remains there, but only thing is that the gains might be quite slow to come, and we will have to take it in stride and plan the trades accordingly. So if we want to go for any trade in today's session, the buy trade would be advisable as we are seeing the fresh upward momentum after the release of NFP. And if we consider the technical formations, both these technical factors, the regression curve as well as pivot point series, are conducive for the buy trade. On the lower side, we do have the support in place around 34,300, and on the higher side, the resistance is not there, at least till these 35,300 level. So we have the room of almost 100 points for the Dow to move around. And I think given its long consolidation, we might see it picking up pace. And if not today, in next couple of sessions, it is likely to rally on the higher side, as and when we will see a breakout happening, a move beyond 34,800 will further provide the impetus to market participants to get involved for the buy side momentum. And I think that is going to provide us some trading opportunities also. So if you want to go for a trade in today's session, the buy side trade can be taken anywhere closer to 34,600 or above it, and the stop loss is going to be just below this immediate swing low. I think this 200 SMA was acting as a good support on the lower side. So the price zone of around 34,500 can be utilized as a critical marker. As long as price action is above it, we can be fairly confident of the continuation of these underlying momentum for bullish trades. And given this bump on the higher side, we can consider the possibility of the Dow moving towards this high established earlier in the week around 34,800. So in today's session itself, from the intraday perspective, I am expecting the Dow to climb towards 34,800 or even beyond that. And all we need to do is look for the opportune time to get involved. And as I said, the entry point anywhere closer or above 34,600 should be good enough, while keeping the stop loss just little below the 34,500 levels. Moving on to the currency space, we will see what's happening in the USDJPY. In yesterday's session, we were seeing solid gains for the USDJPY, and it had climbed above 110. But all those gains have evaporated, and we have the USDJPY now trading closer to where it was at the start of yesterday's session. And on the lower side, we do have the support. So I'm not totally bearish on the USD JPY, not yet. And we will see what are the levels which we can watch out for. And if it holds, then I think we can even look for the buy trade. But that possibility, the buy trade should be kept for next week probably. And in today's session, it will be difficult to look for any fresh entry on the buy side, but I will be making you aware of some key technicals level which we can keep in mind whenever we are going to take the trade decision. So if we have to consider the immediate technical formations, we have this central pivot point around 109.4, and that is the price area from which the USD JPY started to rally in the first couple of days of this week. And in yesterday, it had climbed all the way till this first resistance of this month's pivot point series. Now it is again inching back toward the support area after the non-farm payroll data kind of pushed the USD on the weaker side, as the numbers were lower than the expectations, and that is weighing on the USD JPY's technical formation right now. And as a result of that, we will have to allow this bearish momentum to subside first. And if the USD JPY is able to hold close to this support area, and if it doesn't really break on the lower side below this critical support, then only I think in course of time, most probably by Monday, if the consolidation folds while respecting the support area, we can think about going for the buy trade. And then we can even expect the USDJPY to try to get back toward this first resistance of this month's pivot point series. The regression curve is likely to remain in this flattened style as the price action has moved sideways and we didn't really see the breakout above this immediate resistance, and as a result of that we are likely to see the USDJPY spending next couple of sessions in consolidation phase rather than a big move on the either side. So if you want to go for the trade, watch out for these 109 point price levels. We have these 200 SMA as well as this prior swing low, and this is the price area. I'm expecting the USD to find some support, and of course by finding some support, I mean it should consolidate on these levels first, at least for next couple of hours. And in today's session, I would like to reiterate, it is going to be a difficult call to go for a long trade. And most probably by the time we come back for trading on Monday, we will have a lot more clarity. And then we can think about going for the long trade while keeping the stop loss just below these immediate swing low. I think the stop loss anywhere closer to 109.3 or 109.4 should be good enough. So that's my take on USDJPY's technical formation. If you have any idea or any query to share, you can write to me in the feedback section and I will be more than happy to take the discussion forward. Before I sign off, I would also like to remind of the risk associated with trading in the financial instrument, and one should be careful while using the information provided. Have a fabulous day ahead. Have the super weekend. See you on Monday. Till then, goodbye.